Brian, this day is finally here. We finished all of the planning and all the preparations, and we're about to be married. All of the stress was completely worth it to be standing here with you. Bri, I'm so lucky that I get to call you mine forever. You are a kind, compassionate, and selfless man. I feel so much love from you every single day. You are my biggest supporter, my loudest cheerleader, and you always have my back.
I never could have imagined that planning a first date, drinking some beers, would put me here in front of you today. It was the best decision of my life. Unfortunately, I didn't buy stock in blue cheese, peanut butter, or chocolate because we would have retired off of those earnings by now.
I see you're on to me, and there's no telling what you'll find here. Buried underneath, if you look any further than the storms up here, the lines all fade in time. Oh, this could be my last chance.
Your West Coast calm mellows out my East Coast crazy. You always apologize when you're wrong and accept mine when I'm wrong. You get me and you accept me for who I am, flaws and all. You make me want to be a better me. You make loving you easy. You are my best friend, my almost husband, my absolute everything, and I love you with every fiber of my being. I cannot wait to see what the future brings us, and I wouldn't want to experience it with anyone else.
You support me on a level I didn't know existed. You bring me happiness I thought I would never have. You love me, make me stronger, and motivate me to be a better person. I can't wait for our future together, full of Mr. Big, Toaster, and the start of our family. I love you with all my heart, and am beyond excited to call you my missus.
Brian, you're an incredibly genuine, patient, kind, and understanding guy, and you have a great sense of humor to boot.
Carrie, we never doubted for a second that you chose the perfect partner. We both see how happy that you've been since you've entered into each other's lives. And we know that he will always take care of you and be there for you through life's highs and lows, and we know that you're going to do the same for him.
I've been honored and privileged to be able to watch him grow up in front of my eyes. And he turned out to be a terrific man. He was always a good kid. He really was. Unfortunately, most of you know about Brian's father, Egan. He's obviously not with us today. He is here, though, in spirit. I know he is, and he's very proud of you. There's no doubt in my mind about that. And it's hard for me to say it, but I know that Egan would be very, very proud of you. He knows you picked the right person in your life, 100%. Brian, like I said, has been very happy, very outgoing, doing all these things. And I've been with him since he was 9 months old. But I have never seen Brian as happy in his life until the day he met you, Carrie.
But the first time I met Brian, Carrie and I went to pick him up from the airport, and I was trying to get all macho and getting ready to size him up. No, but it didn't work. Brian was just super nice and just such a great person, and like immediately I felt like I had known him for longer than I had, and I was always on board with the wedding. The next day after I met him, he told me that he was going to propose to Carrie, and I was totally on board. And I think that just really tells the kind of person that Brian is, that even without me knowing him for 24 hours, like I was on board with him marrying my sister. So. But recently, I've been watching a lot of our home movies from growing up. So I've been seeing the goofball that Kara's been and still is when she was younger. And just seeing the two of us growing up, and it brought back a bunch of memories, good and bad. And despite everything that's happened recently, I am very, very happy that I was the one that walked you down the aisle. Extremely honored. I mean, it could have been someone else, but I am very happy that it was me.
He's always caring and always puts others before himself. Brian will walk into a room and he's the guy everybody remembers and wants to be around. I was so proud to be sitting at lunch with Brian, all his close friends, hearing all the great stories of how amazing he is. I was a great friend to each and every one of them, and always kept keeping in touch with his family and friends such a big priority.